This, good people of YouTube, is St Andrew's Church in Denton, Lincolnshire. Now, did you know that in the entire county of Kent there are only 4 churches dedicated to Andrew, and in Lincolnshire there are 400. Whoa! Anyway, let's get on. This light clerestory church stands in a lovely position looking over one of the park lakes in Denton. It comes mainly from the 15th century, though largely rebuilt, and still keeps many of its old features, including the sedilia, the piscina and the font with carved rosettes. This is an impressive tall 15th century 5-stage tower with stepped corner buttresses terminating in octagonal pinnacles. At the belfry stage on all 4 sides there's a pair of 2 light louvered openings, and in the stage below a pair of blank openings with cinquefoil heads. On the south side of the tower is a stair turret in the angle. It has 19th century pointed doorways at the base and 2 narrow stairlights above it. The second stage of the tower has crocketed and pinnacled niche with a star vault, and to the third stage a rectangular light. The double concave moulded and pointed west door with hood is flanked by single niches matching that to the south. Here is a pointed early 13th century north doorway. This southern porch is dated 1901 with a battlemented parapet. The north aisle is 1 bay east of the tower, and a 14th century 2 light clerestory window is exposed in the nave wall. The remaining 4 clerestory windows are concealed behind the south aisle parapet. Now this is quite impressive. On the south aisle wall there's a monument to Johannes Blly, who died in 1602 in Ashlar. The Latin raised letter inscription is set in an egg and dart surround, flanked by Ionic pilasters and freestanding composite fluted columns, containing a pair of naked female figures holding hourglasses leaning on a skull. This frieze is decorated with medallions, the reclining figure of the deceased, his prayer book in his hands, on a half rolled up mattress on a tomb chest on which are portrayed his wife and 6 children, the boys to the left, the girls to the right, with their names in raised letters above their heads. According to A. Mills' A Dictionary of English Place Names, Denton is quite a common place name right across England. The name itself derives from the Old English Dyn Tun, meaning village in a valley, and it appears as Dentun in the 1086 Doomsday Book. By far the largest monument in this church is that of Richard Welby, set in marble, of 1714 by Thomas Green of Camberwell. The fully wigged standing life-sized figure of the deceased stands in an arched surround, flanked by fluted pilasters and broken segmental pediments containing a cherub and putty, that's a little baby angel, leaning down from heaven, holding a metal coronet. Beneath is the inscription panel, and to either side more putty holding memento mori's and mourning, and one actually has a tear on the side of his or her face. Voila, a 15th century octagonal font with rosettes on it. Here in the nave there is a 15th century 4-bay north arcade and a 5-bay southern arcade with octagonal piers and responds. This chancel arch is similar to the tower arch, with a hood mould having lion mask stops, and beside the arch on the north side is an opening for the rood loft. The altar rails here are from the 1600s, of turned balusters with moulded rail and square newel posts. The reredos here was placed in 1911. In the sanctuary there is this 14th century piscina and 3-seat sedilia. An impressive looking tall tower arch with matching octagonal response. Thank you for watching this film of St Andrew's Church in Denton, Lincolnshire.